You said you like acting, and I want you to do something for me.
I've never acted in a movie before. But yeah, sure.
I want you to do something really interesting for me, right?
You say do?
Yeah, act, react.
Okay.
React, right?
Okay.
You're in a public.
Oh, just say the thing and let me do.
Okay, you're in a public space, and somebody proposes. Ta-da! You didn't know about it. Like, just surprise. Somebody kneels down. Let's say I kneel down and I propose. How would you react to that? I just want to see your facial expression.
Yeah.
Okay, this one. If you get this one, then I don't know. I'll never ask you any question about Rwanda again.
Okay.
What is the park in Rwanda? The name of the park, right?
No,
Please, I did get this one wrong. I was like just for my sake.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll try my best to
Okay.
get it wrong.
Okay. So, what is the name of the park that is known as the major wildlife conservation area? Major wildlife. This one, if you know
area.
this one, I will never ask you any question about
Major
Rwanda again.
wildlife.
Yeah.
She doesn't fake it when she's walking. No supermodel type of shit. And you sabo all the way. Legs check, fast check, booty check. She bust the vibe check. She curving her.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of International Mic Check, a podcast that's all about, navigating passions and perspectives of different international individuals. And guess what? I've been lucky enough to have, to be studying in an international school where I get to interact with different students, gain perspective from them, learn about like what they do, what is it that they're interested in, and what is it that makes them who they are. So today I'll bring you one of the most interesting person on campus from Ashesi University, and she's all the way from East Africa in Rwanda. And she's been doing a lot of things. I was actually surprised about how she's really trying to balance her stuff. She's into mechanical engineering, she's into basketball, she's into the world of podcasting. You'll get the opportunity to hear a lot from her, learn about the things that she's been doing and what makes her so passionate about these things. And her name, is Yvette. Yvette, welcome to my podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Welcome. So, how are you? I was actually, really inspired. You know how much I've been trying to convince you to come to my podcast, which is really.
Oh my God, you did not convince me. I agreed on the first time, so you did.
Yeah, but
me.
it actually took a lot of time.
Okay, yeah, it took a lot of time to schedule, but yeah, we are happy we're finally here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, so just a quick question. Can you introduce yourself to the audience? Who you are? What you're passionate about? Who is Yvette? Yeah.
How much time do I have? Because I'm a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but
sure.
let me just give a brief introduction. So my name is Yvette Ahishakiye. I'm from Rwanda in the east of Africa, as you mentioned. I'm also a student here doing mechanical engineering. I also love podcasts. I am into podcasting and all that. I used to play basketball, right? But I now don't play, so I just
Yeah, is it the
follow
pressure?
up the news. No, not the pressure. I guess I found new things that I found very interesting. So I can just go and play maybe for fun. So I used to play basketball back in high school, for the school and all that. But I don't do that anymore. But then my favorite player was Kobe Bryant.
Oh,
I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Jersey number 24, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have that jersey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then, but all in all, I support LeBron.
Oh, so you're now into LeBron.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
he's doing a good job, right? And then enough of the basketball. What else? I love God. I love praying and all about that. And I have a twin sister.
You have a twin sister?
Oh yeah, I do have a twin sister.
Okay.
And
Where is she now? Like, is she in Rwanda?
Yeah.
She's studying as well?
Yeah. She's studying computer engineering.
It would be beautiful if both of you had come here together
It
to
is
study
not
at
going
HSC.
to happen. It just can't happen.
Why?
You don't understand.
Why? Like, is it because like you guys think if you're together in the same place, it's gonna like there's gonna be a distraction at some point? Or
Yeah, it's not like we think. We know that it's going to be like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it will probably be amazing to have a talkers here. But yeah.
Interesting. So like I want to know since you said you're into the world of podcasting. Actually, I met you before and you told me about it, and I think you didn't go into detail that day because it was a conference or something. I don't remember, but you didn't tell me a lot about it. So can you like elaborate more? What really sparkled that interest in podcasting? How did it start? Like how, Yeah.
That's a very deep question. Okay. So I can't like pinpoint one point where it started, but I would say that I remember like having some things like I would want to share with people and let people know about my perspective on those things, but you don't really get like a setting for that conversation to come up, so you end up not saying the things. So I was just thinking to myself and be like, why not just create the setting for people to like listen to your ideas? Like maybe like you don't necessarily have to have met someone. They can just go online and like check your views on that idea and all that. So that's how I think it started from, as far as I can remember. And then as days went on, it became better. I started working with other people in a team on podcasts, and I started learning more about it. And here we are.
Yeah, that's actually inspiring. So I'm just curious a bit, like, what theme of like the podcast were you interested in? Because given the fact that you are really a faithful, podcasts can be really wild. They can be different, like, you know what I mean. So, and most of the times, things that are kind of like wild are the things that blow up. But for you, what made you, like, what was your theme? Given the fact that you're a faithful person, you are mindful of a lot of things, because the podcasting world is so different. Like people can do different things. So what was your theme, and what message were you trying to send to the people you're doing the podcast for?
Okay, so when I started the podcast, like it was not about the people, what I'm going to tell them. It was about what I want to say.
Oh, okay.
So like it's just about, maybe let's say maybe about this week. Maybe this week I learned maybe about fake friends, or someone just or maybe just someone did something bad to me, and I feel like you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
I can just make a podcast on that. And then I used to use this app called Swell. So it just posts some maybe 5 minutes audio of yourself. Then you have people comment and give their ideas. I wasn't really interested much in like what am I delivering to people. But then what's happening around me, I'm just talking about that and hearing what other people are saying about it. Yeah, that's what I used to
So
do.
it was more like of you exploring things, seeing people, what they do, how they react to things, and you draw maybe conclusions from that. Maybe was that
It was more
So?
of me than of people, but yeah, that's sort of thing. Just analyze situations or what happened, or maybe if I read the book or maybe a verse in the Bible, I can just decide to talk about that. Like I really didn't like think much about other people and the different kinds of people who I think will listen to the podcast and like channel the message to their interests. I didn't think that far. I was just a beginner. But I think it was nice. Like it's just free, just go with the flow, and you're saying like what you know and all that.
Interesting. And one of the things that I know is that you really like listening to TED Talks.
Yeah.
Is that maybe part of the reason why you decided to do podcasts? Because people who do TED Talks, they are really good speakers. So do you have like a favorite TED Talk that you've listened to before?
I think my favorite TED Talk will be mine. So usually I used to listen to TED Talk to like improve on my public speaking, or just to see how people can be very creative when they're creating their TED Talk and all that. So I just started listening to TED Talks to just learn more about public speaking, about how to make engaging slides and all that. So, and then I found myself liking it. So it was just more of personal development sort of thing. So I'm hoping to have the best TED Talk, and that would be my favorite. I don't have a favorite yet.
Okay. So like you coming from Rwanda, right? And now you're here in Ghana, Ashesi University, different environment, different things. I don't know how different they are to you, but
very different.
They're different? Oh, okay. So
very different, yeah.
I'm really sure that whatever you started in terms of podcasting, you mentioned acting as well. You told me about acting. You have done acting before, right? So given your starting point, which was Rwanda, now you're here, do you think there are some things that are really depriving you or hindering you from continuing exploring your passion for those things, given the different environment?
Okay, so the answer is yes and no. So as I said, my podcast, the content depended on what goes on around me. So there are things that can't happen when I'm in Ghana.
Okay.
So maybe if I want to talk about some cultural things and all that, I might not necessarily have interactions or things to talk about when I'm here. But as well, there are things that happens here that can't happen when I'm in Rwanda. So I think it's a 50-50.
Okay, talking about talking about acting, what role do you think will be suitable for you? Because I have one in mind.
I think I should be a main actor. I'm the main character.
Okay.
Oh no, but I think any role could be fine.
Yeah.
Not any role, of course, but yeah.
Can you I don't know, have you thought about what is the what role do you think inspires you the most in terms of acting?
I just say the main actor.
No, you can't be the main actor, but what is it that you're doing as a main actor? There's something.
Let me tell you something. Any role that doesn't need me to compromise my values, I think that will be very fine. So I know actors don't really have much of a say in what they do. They just follow the script. So if the script says this, you do that. So
let's say you're given a role and somehow you have to compromise your values, and there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money involved. Are you a money person?
Of course, I love money and all that. What do you mean, am I a money person? So you want me to say oh no, I like being poor?
No, of course, yeah.
I'm a money person, but I do feel
what role do you think you'll never play?
They're all that compromise my values.
What are your values? Yeah, because now I have to understand. Okay, what are your values? What role wouldn't you play, for example?
I wouldn't play a role as an atheist, first of all, unless I'm going to change later or something like that. Because I feel like I can't just go there and be like, oh, it's just a role, it's not real and all that. So, because like, for example, if you see someone you have seen in a movie before, like the only thing you think about is just what they played in. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. You know, some of us, we are now even hating on people we've never met before because maybe they killed someone in the movie or something.
Because of something that they have portrayed in a movie.
Yeah, I feel like something I would then do in real life, I'll probably not act it. Yeah, but that's that might change. But yeah, for now, I think that's how it is.
That's how it is. So without like, you know, before I forget, I would like to play like, just because you're from Rwanda, right? And I feel like a lot of people, for example, I'm from Mozambique, right? And I didn't get to live a lot in Mozambique. So if you ask me like some facts about my country, there's a little chance that I will tell you a lot about it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, there's a little chance. So I want to know like how much you really know Rwanda. You believe that you're a true Rwandan. Which language do you speak, by the way?
We speak in Rwanda. That's
it's only one language. So how do you say? Okay, I know that when they say hi, how do they say? They say muraho.
Yes. Yeah.
They say hi.
Yeah.
And if you want to say how are you, how do you say? You're an actor. You should be able to teach, like, you know.
Oh, I'm able to do that, right? Yeah. Okay. So when you want to say how are you, right? So you go like mezute.
Mezute, muraho, and then mezute. How are you? Then I'm good. I want to say I'm good.
And then you say mezeneza.
Mezeneza. Yeah. Mezeneza or mezeneza. Oh,
yeah.
I'll learn it. I think it's easy.
You think? Pronounce my surname.
I know it's Ash something. I can't pronounce it for real. That's why, like, when I was introducing you, I couldn't even say your surname.
That's one of the basic.
Yeah, like you know, like there are surnames such as like Ongabiye.
Okay.
It's just. How do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce
my
it?
My surname, Ahishakiye.
Aisha.
So don't even try, okay?
Ahishakiye. I got it right.
You got what?
I got it right. Come on, I got it right. What did I like?
You didn't get anything right, okay?
But you said Ahishakiye. Oh.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
Oh, please. I said Ahishakiye. Like, can you hear the tone? Like.
Okay, Ahishakiye.
You know what? Like, it's fine. You don't have to force.
Okay, but at least I have like if I call you in public.
5/10. Oh, if you call me in Rwanda, no one will even know what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
So it means that in Rwanda, in your language, the accent matters a lot.
Accent matters in every language.
Not my language. I could definitely hear what you're saying without even having the accent that I have.
I'm having trouble believing that, but if you insist.
Yeah, I insist. So I'll go to like, how well do you know Rwanda, right?
Okay.
And the first question that I have is a true or false. I don't need you. Okay, if you have to explain.
It's true or false. Okay, it's fine. It's
true
fine.
or false, and if you have to explain, please explain why you think it's true. Okay. The first one is I'm really sure you don't know this one.
Oh.
Okay.
God forbid.
Okay, it says Rwanda is one of the smallest countries in Africa by land area. Is it true or false?
One of the smallest.
Yes, it's one of, not the small, one of the smallest.
It's true.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
You know, I can't even be wrong on that.
Why not?
What would you base on that saying? It's not one of the smallest. Anyway, continue, because I think that the area is 26338 or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah.
I guess I'll not catch you then. Let me see. Rwanda. Rwanda is home to endangered mountain gorillas.
That's also true. Like, where did you even find these questions?
Well, like,
in Rwanda, we have like a whole ceremony of naming gorillas and all that.
Oh, okay.
So,
I feel like you know your stuff now. Okay, so another one, right? What years? This one, like, I have the statement, but I won't tell you the statement. I want you to say it since you know a lot. I feel like you know a lot.
wow.
So, what is Rwanda often referred to as?
A country of 1,000 hills.
Oh my God.
Like,
No, yeah, it's true, Rwandan. Yeah, it's a high five. Yeah, it's a,
yeah, you should know that.
Oh,
some of us
nice.
are patriotic.
Like, yeah, like
That's when some of the basic stuff, like you can go deep into the history and all
okay,
that.
so yeah, let me go deep in history now.
Okay,
Since you want me to go that way,
yeah.
how many people were
Oh, continue. I have literally no problem. Like, continue.
you know that there was genocide in Rwanda, right? And when was it?
In 1994, April,
Oh God.
July.
Oh God. And how many people were
How
killed?
many people were killed? About 1 million. Like, that's basic history for every Rwandan.
Oh
Every
God.
Rwandan
Like,
knows
it means that next time I have to do my research really well.
Yeah, next time you have to find some interesting stuff. Yeah.
Okay, this one, if you get this one, then I don't know. I'll never ask you any question about Rwanda again.
Okay.
What is the park in Rwanda? The name of the park, right?
No.
Please, I did get this one wrong. I beg, like, just for my sake.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll try my best to
Okay.
get it wrong.
Okay. So, what is the name of the park that is known as the major wildlife conservation area? Major wildlife. This one, if you know this
area.
one, I will never ask you any question about
Major
Rwanda again.
wildlife conservation area. So,
Yeah.
how many texts do I have?
How many?
Texts. So, I can get it wrong one, and then I'll
You
try again.
you have 2 tries. Okay, 3 tries. Three is fair.
3. You know how many parks are in Rwanda that you're giving me 3 texts? Okay.
Okay.
You say
But the
that,
major one,
okay, you say wildlife. So,
yeah, conservation area. Yeah.
So I have 2 answers. I'm not very sure. Okay. So I want to get this right.
Please
on the
get it
first
wrong.
try.
Please get it wrong.
I want to get it right on the first. So wait, explain. What do you mean by wildlife?
They conserve wildlife, like, animals. I don't know, like. And all
But that's
this.
very unfair because that's what all parks do.
Yeah, but the major, there's one that is referred to as a major. Like, when you go to Rwanda and you ask which one is the major out of all the conservation parks for wildlife, which one is the most dominant and major? I got you.
I have 2. I have 2 options.
Okay, what's the first one?
I want to get this one right on the first try. Okay, so I'll say the first one.
This one, you'll get it wrong, trust me.
Rwanda, my motherland.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. We'll try again next time. Okay, I think that it's either Akagera National Park or Nyungwe National Park.
Okay, choose one between those 2.
So it's between the 2. Perfect.
Oh God. Okay, actually, the first one is right. No, but I didn't get it right.
Let me tell you something.
No.
Let me
You
tell
didn't get
you
it right.
something.
Like you said between the 2, so you didn't choose. Like, I gave you an option to choose.
Yes. I said it's either Akagera National Park, which was my first.
No. You didn't say that's my first. You just said either.
I said it first. Okay. See,
So you're partial. I'll give you a 4.
whatever will make you sleep tonight, but I said what I said because
Well, you chose 2 options. That's the main point. You chose 2.
let me tell you, you gave me 3 tries, but let me tell you something. I was like, okay, yeah, but then I feel like all the perks are wildlife conservation and all that. So, but yeah.
Okay. At least you try. I'll give you a 4 out of 10. Yeah. Because at
I
least
deserve a 10.
No, a 4. Like you were able to mention the 2, but you didn't mention the actual one. You know. So,
We'll come back on this one. I deserve a 10.
Okay, so this is the greatest challenge. The last one before we wrap it up. Okay.
Okay.
You said you like acting, and I want you to do something for me.
I've never acted in a movie before, but yeah, sure.
I want you to do something really interesting for me, right?
You say do?
Yeah, react.
Okay.
React,
okay,
right?
Okay.
You're in a public.
Oh, just say the thing and let me do.
Okay, you're in a public space, and somebody proposes. Ta-da! You didn't know about it. Like it's just a surprise. Somebody kneels down. Let's say I kneel down and I propose. How would you react to that? I just want to see your facial expression. I want to see how like so that like your future maybe if your future husband is watching this podcast can see, okay, this is how she's going to react.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, let me tell you something. I hate everything about public proposing. So, but then I'll just like...
Yeah, but you don't have a choice. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to explain what I'm going to add, right?
Okay. No, you don't have to. You have to do it like in front of me.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay, cool.
But then I feel like I wouldn't want to embarrass that person. So I feel like in that situation, I'll just, accept, and then later we'll discuss it later.
Oh
so,
no, that's not allowed. You can't. Okay, you.
I'm
accept.
going to act. Yeah, I'll act because
Okay.
it's a whole shame for me to say no to you. And besides, like cameras and things are everywhere, and people post it on their stories and that, see what happened.
Okay.
But if you say yes, everyone will just move on to their lives. Right?
So how would you react?
Okay, so let's assume the person is there.
Okay.
And then they are proposing. Okay. Since I'm going to say yes, right? I need to act like, I need to act like surprise. Okay. We go. Action.
1, 2, 3, action. Let's do it.
Oh my god! Yes! That's the worst acting ever.
No, it's not. That's interesting. Okay, just before we wrap up, I just want to ask, what will be your what do you call advice for the people that are watching us? What will be your advice?
Oh, advice in terms of what? Okay.
Life advice. I don't know, everything, whatever you think. As an international student, what will be your advice?
Okay. So I have a couple of things that I would say, right? But I think one of the things, I've mentioned it already, I'll say it again. So one of the things, don't be frustrated like you don't know where you want to go, or you can't see like how you will get to the final place, to the destination. Just keep doing the right thing. So I keep telling people that maybe you are trying to move from A to Z, but you don't know how to move from A to Z. So the best thing you can do is to move from A to B.
Yeah.
Then from B you will see how to move from C, then until get to Z. So you don't need to know how to move from A to Z. You just need to know how to move from A to B. So just keep working. You don't need to figure everything out. Things will just be figured out along the way.
Yeah.
And then next,
That's actually the best advice. Because
so the next advice, okay, so I'll say that, for especially international students and all that, right? things will be hard, right? And you're not home, so you need to. The first thing as international students and everyone who is not in their home country, they should understand is that you are not at your home or anything. So you don't expect like things to be the same way or anything. Just understand that you are at someone else's house. And then abide by the rules and explore. I think there are a lot of things that when you're in your country, you think they're just normal. But when you go somewhere else, everyone will be like, what's that? So like you need to understand that some things you consider normal are not. The same way some things other people consider normal, they are not. So be open-minded and you'll be fine. Then last things, pray, at the end of it
all shall be well, right? You heard her, she said you have to move from A to Z, right?
You have to move from A to B. You don't need to know how to move from A to Z.
A to B, and then B will lead you to C, and C will lead you to until you get to Z, right? So life is a process. That's basically it, right? So everything that you do is a process. If you fail, don't worry. It's fine. Just keep going, keep grinding. You're gonna be fine. And the second advice is for international students
to be open-minded.
Be open-minded. And
and to basically understand that you're not home and a lot of things are bound to happen. So be open-minded and you will learn and enjoy a lot. So don't be picky about things.
And thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and really appreciate you being here to listen to the most amazing person from Rwanda.
I'm honored. Thank you.
And I thank you so much for being here. And
thank you for having me.
Yes. So thank you so much, guys. This is the end of the podcast, International Mic Check. See you next time with another episode with another international person. Thank you so much. My name is Today's Show, and I appreciate you all. Bye. Peace out.
I'm supposed to do peace.
Peace.
Okay.
If you wanna know where she's from, be with a groove.